You can smell this video, maybe. So next week, well, probably when this comes out, it's going to be Apple Blossom Festival. And I've never photographed these, so we're in Grand Prix. The valley has lots of apple orchards. I used to pick these as a kid, not this one, but like Noggins Corner. We used to pick for money way back in the day. But I'm going to try to photograph these. There's a couple other spots that I've checked out on Google Streets that might work, but I'm hoping to get these with a sunset. And if I don't find a composition I like, I have a backup plan. But I'm just going to mosey around. This is just off the road. Gonna mosey around and see if there's a shot without really going into these orchards, but smells amazing. I've mentioned ticks on this channel before, but it's probably worth bringing up again. In my last video, the one where I explored a waterfall and finally found an owl after years of searching, which I'll link above, I did my usual tick check and a shower afterwards. Still, one managed to seek through and led to some late night drama with the wife and kids. A story in itself, when it was discovered fully buried in. Since it had likely been attached for around 30 hours, I went to the pharmacist. Thankfully, he wasn't too concerned, though I did end up getting the precautionary treatment. Though the tick died, it turned out to be a lucky one, because I got to attend the Finger 11 and 3 Days Grace concert with me that night. So I've looked around the area. This isn't really my jam. I can't get a composition that really works, so I focused on a few like macro. I even put some extension tubes onto my lens and went from there. But I left my 20mm prime lens, which has that nice starburst, and I think it would have looked really nice with the burst through some of these trees. But I'm gonna take a peek at that other location. But when I first got here, there was a pheasant going right through this, and it would have been a nice shot, but it was too slow. But we'll venture just a little further down, closer to New Minas. Well, this is it, just off the road here. Again, it has a nice view of that valley. Not as vibrant in terms of blossoms. They're more they're immature, like they're not full grown. So I thought it would look really good as a panorama, and then kind of shooting straight down here as the center point, and then right across. I tried some artistic ones shooting into Blomidon from through blossoms out of focus. Those did not work at all. If I came away with an image here it is. On the way here, I did see a tree that was in a field of apple trees. So on the way back, I'm gonna have a peek at that. So there's the tree. I just don't know if I can separate it from the background. I'm gonna keep walking that way and see. Well, I don't know if that came out or not. I was literally shooting between a guy's house and his garage. So at least he was out working on the car and gave me permission to do that. I don't know if I got that separation I was looking for. I think I need to go further along, and then I'd have apple orchard in the way, so I wouldn't have access to the view of the tree. But came out. Oh! This was the best image I was able to come away with. The setting itself was really nice, but the lack of separation and the background that consumes the whole tree, the similar colors and lighting conditions don't help either. The tree just blends in. So after shooting the horses that are in the field in behind here, I'm shooting at the same group of trees, apple trees at the start with the telephoto. I'm not liking the lines, and they're starting to get some nice colors. I think I'm gonna abort, go back to my safety, which are two spots I've shot before, but not in these conditions. So one is the park that has the view of Blomidon, and one is that lone tree that I've tried to shoot Comet in, and I've shot a few times, but I've never shot it with the sunset. So I think I'll abandon and go there, but if any of the telephoto came out, I'll take it now. I did manage to come away with the shot, and while it's definitely not sharp by any stretch of the imagination, I still really like it. A slow shutter speed, shooting wide open in ISO that kept creeping up. Certainly didn't do me any favors technically, but sometimes photography isn't about perfection. The softness, motion, and flowing lines almost give it a painterly look rather than a photograph. I can't paint, but this image kind of makes it look like I can. So Blomidon's way down there, and all of our nice colors up in this corner. And it kind of throws it off balance with that little band of darkness that's kind of put Blomidon in shadows. So just up the road here is that lone tree. I think that might have a better view of that color. So I'm going to chase and head up there and see if there's a better shot up there. So I got the straight on shot with the 24 120, pretty wide, with the color still there. It's faded quite a bit. And this bank is where the sun has gone behind, so we're going to lose light or the color pretty quick. Actually, I'm probably done. I did just try an artistic shot trying to get Blomidon through this, the gap in the tree, whether it turns out or not. But hey, it's not a waterfall. It's not a Milky Way either, but I now have this guy with some nice color, which I don't have. I'll probably shut it down here and head home. But yeah, I'm not used to chasing the light. Normally I have a destination that I go to and that's what it is, and I don't get the opportunity to shoot during sunsets very often just due to work and life schedules. So last year, I never ended up making a calendar. I was already running behind, then the Scotland trip happened. What really sealed it was coming home to a hard drive failure. This year, though, I fully intend to make one. While getting things ready, I've been eyeing a small Canon printer my better half bought that's in the office normally behind me. I don't think it's seen much use, so I figured I'd put it to work. From now until the calendars are shipped, I'm going to print one or two of my favorite images from videos to include as a little bonus to the orders, at least until the prints run out. These are the first two.